If you've ever opened a letter from the ATO and seen a number that made your stomach drop, you're not alone. Tax debts in Australia are more common than most people realise, and every single year thousands of Australians panic, assume they have to pay the entire amount immediately, and either drain their savings or avoid the problem completely. Neither of those is necessary. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to legally pay your tax debt in installments in Australia, what the ATO actually allows, how to set it up, and the mistakes that turn a manageable situation into a much bigger problem. Let's start with the basics. When you lodge your tax return and it turns out you owe money, that amount is due by the date shown on your notice of assessment. For most individuals, that's typically the 21st of November if you lodge through a tax agent, or earlier if you lodge yourself. But here's what most people don't realize. The due date and your ability to pay are two completely separate things. The ATO has a formal process called a payment plan, and it exists specifically because the government understands that not everyone can pay a large tax bill in one lump sum. So how does a payment plan actually work? If your tax debt is below a certain threshold, currently $100,000 for individuals, you can set up a payment plan entirely online through your myGov account linked to the ATO without speaking to anyone. You choose how much you can afford to pay and how often, weekly, fortnightly, or monthly, and the ATO calculates how long it will take to clear the debt based on those payments. The system will show you the proposed plan immediately, and in most cases for individuals under the threshold, it's automatically approved on the spot. Now here's the part that surprises people. Interest still applies. The ATO charges what's called the general interest charge on unpaid tax debt, and that rate is reviewed quarterly. As of the most recent quarter, it sits at around 11% annually. That might sound high, but compare it to a credit card at 20% or a personal loan at 15 to 18%. A payment plan with the ATO is often the cheapest form of credit available to you for clearing a tax debt. And unlike a credit card, there's no application, no credit check, and no impact on your credit file just for setting one up. Let's talk numbers so this feels real. Say you owe $8,000 to the ATO. If you set up a payment plan over 12 months, that's roughly $667 a month before interest. With the general interest charge factored in, you'll pay an extra few $100s over the life of the plan, typically somewhere between $400 and $500 total interest on an $8,000 debt over a year. Compare that to putting the same $8,000 on a credit card at 20% interest, you'd be looking at closer to $900 in interest over the same period. The ATO option is almost always cheaper. Now here's something most people don't know about, and it can make a real difference. If you're experiencing genuine financial hardship, job loss, illness, natural disaster, family crisis, you can apply for what's called a hardship variation. This can include a temporary deferral of your payment due date, a reduction in the general interest charge, or in some cases, the interest charge being remitted entirely for a period. The ATO has discretion here, and they use it more often than people expect, but you have to actually contact them and explain your situation. The ATO will not proactively offer this. Silence is treated as the absence of a problem. This brings me to the single biggest mistake Australians make with tax debt: ignoring it. When you don't contact the ATO and don't set up a payment plan, the debt doesn't just sit there quietly. The ATO can issue what's called a director penalty notice if you run a business through a company structure. They can apply the general interest charge continuously with no negotiated rate. They can offset future tax refunds against the debt automatically. And in serious cases of prolonged non-engagement, they can take legal recovery action, including garnishing wages or bank accounts. All of this is avoidable. The ATO's own data consistently shows that taxpayers who proactively set up a payment plan are dramatically less likely to face enforcement action than those who go silent. Let's talk about what happens if your debt is above that $100,000 threshold, because the process changes slightly. Above $100,000, you generally can't set up the plan entirely online. You'll need to either call the ATO directly or have your registered tax agent negotiate the plan on your behalf. The ATO will typically want to understand your full financial position, your income, your assets, your other debts, before agreeing to terms. This isn't the ATO being difficult. It's the ATO making sure the plan you're agreeing to is actually realistic and won't just default in 3 months, which helps nobody. Here's a strategy worth knowing if you're a business owner with GST and income tax debts combined. You can sometimes negotiate a single consolidated payment plan covering multiple debt types rather than separate plans for each. This simplifies your cash flow and gives you one clear payment date and amount each cycle instead of juggling multiple ATO obligations with different due dates. Now let's talk about what happens once you're on a plan and your circumstances change. If you get a pay rise, sell an asset, or come into some money, you can make additional voluntary payments at any time without penalty. This reduces the principal faster and cuts down the total interest you'll pay. On the flip side, if you genuinely can't make a scheduled payment, contact the ATO before you miss it, not after. Payment plans can be varied. Missed payments without communication can result in the plan defaulting, which means the full remaining balance becomes due immediately and the protections of the plan disappear. One more thing that catches people off guard. Setting up a payment plan for last year's tax debt doesn't pause this year's obligations. If you're on a payment plan for a prior year's debt and you also owe tax for the current year, that current year amount is generally still due on its normal date, and ideally should be paid on time to avoid stacking debts. If paying the current year in full isn't possible either, you can often add it to your existing plan or set up a new one, but the key is communicating with the ATO rather than letting multiple years compound silently. So here's the practical takeaway. If you receive a tax bill you can't pay in full, don't panic and don't ignore it. Log into myGov, navigate to your ATO-linked account, and look for the payment plan option. For most individuals under $100,000, you can have a plan set up in under 10 minutes, choose payments that fit your actual budget, and avoid the far more expensive and stressful alternatives. If your situation involves genuine hardship, contact the ATO directly and ask about a hardship variation. They have more flexibility than most people assume, but only if you ask. A tax debt feels overwhelming when it's a single number sitting in your inbox. It feels manageable the moment it becomes a small recurring payment you've actually planned for. That shift, from panic to plan, is available to almost every Australian who owes the ATO money, and it takes about 10 minutes to make. If this video helped take some of the stress out of dealing with the ATO, hit the like button and share it with someone who needs to see it. Subscribe and turn on notifications. There's more coming and you don't want to miss it. I'll see you there.